What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and more specifically Coby White and whether or not he's ready or he is taking the next step for the Chicago Bulls in becoming a high quality, potentially superstar level player. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about Coby White. I would go out on a limb here and say he's the most talked about Chicago Bulls player right now as we speak. And that is obviously for a good reason, because he's delivering great performances for the Chicago Bulls and everybody has enjoyed the way he's been playing as of late. But with that being said, has he taken that next step? Will he continue to take that next step and become the superstar that we need him to be? A lot of people are saying he's the Zach LaVine replacement, where we can get rid of Zach LaVine, keep Coby White in the position that he's in, allowing him to step up and play freely for the Chicago Bulls, and we can still win just as many games as we have previously and still be in a very similar position where we are now, maybe even a better position. People are making those arguments, so we're going to quickly just discuss the Coby White situation in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, Coby White, and where do you see the Bulls going if Coby White does become a guy that steps up for the most part consistently every single game? Where do you see the Bulls going? Will they go as further than they ever have before with this current version of the team? Do you think the Bulls still need to rebuild and keep Coby White as the centerpiece? Or do you believe this Bulls team can compete with Coby White being that vocal leader of the Chicago Bulls, which we know he's trying to strive for every step of the way? Now, I can't lie to you, Coby White has been one of my favorite players for a long time. Even when the Coby White trade barrage was happening at around his third season and his second season, I was always a guy. Even sometimes, yes, I must admit, I lost faith in Coby White. I was still always a fan of his game at his best and how good he was for the Chicago Bulls at his best. And I think what we're starting to see with Coby White is his best more often, which is phenomenal to see. And again, a more consistent Coby White is just going to be a better Coby White for everybody. And we're starting to see that more and more and more these days. But there's a myth going around for the Chicago Bulls suggesting that Coby White's only playing this type of basketball without Zach LaVine. And it's all Zach LaVine's fault that Coby White doesn't get the opportunity to thrive, and that Zach LaVine is stunting Coby White's growth. I want to quickly dispose of this myth, because I get it. We are on a short, term view. That's what we see things as. Zach LaVine's missed 2 games. Coby White's had a phenomenal 2 games. That's it. It's all Zach LaVine's fault. How dare Zach LaVine stunt Coby White's growth and everything in between. There's a lot of myths around there, but I don't think that's correct. Again, Coby White's been good for a long time now. He was good at the end of the season, of last season, where Zach LaVine was absolutely balling out for the Chicago Bulls. Coby White was there, delivering, getting phenomenal assists, playing phenomenal defense, putting up 12 to 15 points consistently off of the bench. That is a great return for a bench player. That is phenomenal to see. You're coming into this season now where, yes, the last 2 games for Coby White has probably been his best, right? But before that, when Zach LaVine was playing in the team, Coby White was still having 15, 18, 23-point games with Zach LaVine in the lineup. I think the last game you could really think of as an average game for Coby White was a 14-point performance in the Miami Heat game in which we won. That's the somewhat average performance, the last average performance we've seen from Coby White. So it's been at least 2 weeks of Coby White absolutely balling out for the Chicago Bulls, delivering great performances as a third option, as a second option, as a first option. He has delivered it for the Chicago Bulls in these last 2 weeks. And that's why you're seeing some of the results that you're seeing. Even when we get beaten down, battered and bruised, the one person that seems to be the saving grace in a team full of mediocrity was Coby White. And then when Coby White is winning games for the Chicago Bulls, people are praising Coby White. But it has been done with Zach in the lineup as well. So I want to get rid of that myth quickly and easily right there. It's not because of Zach LaVine that Coby White hasn't got the chance to grow, but it could be now that Coby White will have more chances to grow now that Zach LaVine is going to be potentially traded away, which means that, again, Coby White can move to the second option more consistently, but he's been delivering it for a long time. So I don't want to blame Zach LaVine for the reason Coby White has not gotten the opportunities or Coby White's not become the superstar. That's just simply not true in my eyes. But what does Coby White think about his success recently? Well, again, playmaking-wise, dribbling wise and everything in between, defensively, getting stronger. Coby White has focused on those things in the offseason. He's targeted those things out as his weaknesses, and every single season you can see improvements in those ways. Again, Coby White is starting to beat people off the dribble now, with a quick first step and all, finding the right decisions when it comes in the pick and roll. He's doing really well in those departments, but those are expected. The one weakness that Coby White has had, and this is surprising to me because he's come into the league known as this, is his shooting ability. He's come into the NBA as a scoring point guard. And although he's delivered as a scoring point guard, his shooting, his three-point shooting, his mid-range shooting, everything in between has been a big question mark throughout the majority of his career. And that has been the most frustrating part with Coby White, because he delivers it in spurts, but doesn't deliver it a whole lot all the time. And again, that's why seeing a more consistent Coby White is better for everybody, right? But what does he have to say about his shooting and his recent form in terms of shooting? He gives credit to a Chicago Bulls shooting coach, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Patton. This is the guy that we brought into the Chicago Bulls in the offseason as a shooting development coach. And he basically talks about how he's been giving a lot of credit to him. And he's starting to understand now why the shots that he's missing are missing, and why he needs to be more aggressive, and how to fix his shot and stuff of that nature. And you're seeing it firsthand here what a shooting coach can do for the Chicago Bulls. So fair play to Peter Patton, fair play to Coby White, fair play for Coby White listening to coaches. I think that is the number one thing we could take away from this entire video. When it comes to dribbling, what was it? Johnny Dribbled Too Much, I think the guy that he was working with, talks about how massively great of a student, technically, Coby White is, because he just never gives up and he always keeps on trying and he's always trying to understand more. Now you're looking at how Coby White's giving credit to Peter Patton for helping his shooting. He seems to be very much listening to the coaching staff. No matter what the coaching staff is, he's listening to them, trying to figure out ways to improve. So that's obviously a credit to Peter Patton and a credit to Coby White as well. Good stuff from both of those individuals there. But I guess to answer the question, can Coby White truly become that superstar player for the Chicago Bulls? Well, look, once again, my answer is still it's too early to tell. I think that's my answer for most things at the moment, because I don't want to put Coby White on a pedestal that he might not end up succeeding with. Right now, he's delivering massive performances for the Chicago Bulls, and that's great. But I need to see a season of this. I need to see multiple seasons of this. I think even with Zach LaVine, yes, he's not playing well now, but at his best, the reason why he's been given a max contract and the reason why he's, I guess, at the level that he is right now as one of the top shooting guards in the NBA when it's all said and done right now, not of all time, but of right now, the reason why Zach LaVine's gotten to that point is because the consistency of him scoring 20 plus and the consistency of him being a 3-level scorer and the efficiency in which he does it in. Those are all the things that got Zach LaVine to the place where he is now. Where even when he's not trying, even when people feel like he's checked out, and when he's not having the best performances, they still believe Zach LaVine is a top shooting guard. Maybe not max contract level worthy, but still a very good shooting guard, one of the top 10 in the NBA. That's how Zach LaVine got to that status. With Coby White, last year, good start. Great start in terms of his development. This year, it looks like it's getting even better. And let's see more of it. He's here for another 4 years, I believe, on this contract. $11 million a season. I mean, I'll take that. Let's see more of it for the next 3 years. And then from that standpoint, we can figure out whether or not Coby White is that superstar player that we're looking for and is a guy that's willing or deserving, I guess, of getting paid that big amount of money. Let's wait and see. It's still too early to tell, but I'm going to enjoy the journey while it's here. Coby White is on that grind at the moment, and we'll see if the outcome is what he wants it to be and what the Bulls need it to be in future games, in future seasons as well. So yeah, let's wait and see. He's developing, and that's all we can ask for right now. Let's hope it may continue. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.